Wisconsin is an area rich in history, a place where immigrants from a lot of countries came to live over the past 150 years.
But soon, the language of Belgian descendants will fall silent. Local 5's Kris Schuller has more in his special report, Walloon, Wisconsin's lost language. Kris?
Aaron, Belgian immigrants who settled here brought along their traditions, their architecture, even their language. Yet within the largest Belgian settlement in the U.S. located right here in northeast Wisconsin, that language is in danger of fading away.
Inside an old Door County Catholic church, once the hub for a thriving Belgian community, work is ongoing to preserve the memories of those who made this home.
It's the largest Walloon Belgian settlement in the country. It's interesting and it's unique, and we think it's worth preserving and celebrating.
Biers is the director of the Belgium Heritage Center in Nemours, where the history of the thousands of immigrants who journeyed here in the mid-1800s is being documented and put on display.
There's still a lot of evidence in the community about the early settlers and the story as to how they found this place.
Enduring evidence of the many communities they founded in a 150-square-mile area in Door, Kewaunee, and Brown counties, recognized as a National Historical District in 1990.
Having a place for exhibits to tell the story, why they came here, where they came from, why they settled here.
Those immigrants that moved here brought along many traditions like this roadside chapel, which still exists today. They also brought their language, Walloon, which unfortunately is starting to disappear.
Related to French, this oral language from southern Belgium found a new home in northeast Wisconsin.
I think it sounds sort of melodic.
Spoken universally by the families who settled in communities named Brussels, Luxembourg, and Walloon in honor of their homeland, yet never written down.
I couldn't even speak English when I started school.
Over the years, as the young moved away or married outside of the community, they learned English. And as older residents died, Walloon became forgotten.
It makes me feel sad. Sad that I can't. I'm sorry that I never taught my daughter.
Mildred Destry is among the 30 to 50 people still living who can speak Walloon.
And there's only a few people that I can talk to that, you know, now already.
Christine Schuller is another.
And it's sad to see that it's going to be lost.
Which is why UW-Eau Claire professor Kelly Biers is getting involved. This past year, he and his students traveled here, meeting with over 20 people who know Walloon.
We're recording conversations between speakers of Walloon so that we can study the language.
The goal, to create a written version of the Wisconsin dialect before the few who speak it pass away. And then create teaching materials for grade school children within the Southern Door School District.
The community is really interested in making sure that even if nobody is going to be speaking it on a regular basis, that we have some sort of record of it.
Bill Schuller hopes to include his work in new exhibits under development for his center.
Tell the Belgian story and have exhibits here that the public can come and learn about it and discover this unique little hamlet that exists here.
A place where Belgians settled over a century ago and their ancestors still live today.
The largest concentration of Belgian-descended Americans in the U.S. per capita.
Yet a community where the language of their forefathers is about to fall silent forever.
It's a sad thing to think that it's going to die out.
And Walloon is only spoken in southern Belgium, northern France, and pockets of northeast Wisconsin only.
Yeah, and you say there are only 30 to 50 people who speak Walloon left.
That's what, well, that number is kind of in flux. I mean, you talk to the folks at the Belgium Heritage Center, they'll tell you, yeah, about 30 to 50. You talk to the professor, though, who's here documenting the speech digitally, he'll say less than 100. So, but there's a sense of urgency here because all the people who speak it are in their 80s, upper 80s.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that Belgian Heritage Center. Is it complete?
No. They are still in the middle of a major fundraising capital campaign. They have about $200,000 that they've used so far at the church. They're trying to raise another $700,000. They'd like to produce a documentary, those interactive exhibits that we showed you renderings of. They still haven't had those made. They'd like to get those completed.
We talked about the story all week. I asked Kris earlier tonight, could somebody learn this language?
Yeah.
It's possible. Nice.
I could look for a teacher for you soon.
That'd be interesting.
You have to do it soon, though.
Kris,
It
great
sounds
story.
like French. Very good.
Thank you,
Very good.
Kris. Thank you. All right.